Okay, this one will be an interesting one, hopefully, as I always seem to say. I don't know how big it's going to be, but we're going to have to stretch it. We're going to do a fit to page. Background colour, what will it be? Going to make it red. Hue, and we're going to make this one. Going to cool it right down, see what it does. Sharpness, saturation, colour balance, a little bit of extra black. Okay, I'm going to enlarge this one, hopefully fit the page. This one is the label Billy's Australiana collection. So I've got a bit of Australiana that I have, and I just it had a hole in the bag, so I thought I'd pull it out of the bag and use it as a demo item. So it's a bit wider than A6, a bit taller than A6, and a bit shorter than A6. So this is going to be an interesting one if we can get this looking good. So we're going here into manual. So this one's going to go 200, and we're going to make it. How big are we going to make this silly thing? 230 horizontally. Actually, I think it's going to be larger. 250 horizontally. And vertical is going to be a small reduction, so it's going to be about 95%. So let's see if we can make this Australiana label look good. It's another day I don't celebrate as Australia Day. I don't celebrate any holidays. I just take them as holidays and that's it. So time I can do my demos for my YouTube channel. So I'm not really into all this celebration shit. So I don't feel I've got a reason to be anyway, but I think we fucked up. We were meant to enlarge it. We meant to enlarge it, not shrink it. So that looks quite nice. The image looks good, colour-wise, but the sizing's shit. We've got to fucking fix it. So it's going to be a smaller than 200 enlargement for the vertical, so I fucked up. I made a blunder. Anyway, so we're going to make this. We're probably going to go 300 for the horizontal, and for the vertical we're going to make it 200 and 203. I'm going to make it 203. Actually, I'm going to make it smaller than 200. So it's going to be 198. So it's going to be, yeah. Okay, let's see if we can make this Australiana thing look good. Okay, I just got it from a cheap shop. So, you know, you get a lot of interesting things from cheap shops. Even though you sort of know that to get the prices so cheap at these cheap shops, they have to employ slave labour, usually in places like China. And I don't want to forget about those people. It'd be nice if we could have cheap products without the slave labour, or maybe if the world could be less greedy, we could have more money to spend, and therefore we won't need to rely on slave labour to produce our cheap goods just to save a buck. So I'm not exactly rich. I'm not rich. I'm low class. I may live in a wealthy suburb, but I certainly don't consider myself part of the group. I don't feel like I belong, really. I do enjoy dining out at coffee shops, but I don't actually dine. Normally I just have coffee. I can't normally afford food. You know, it's expensive. I just have a coffee. Just a small luxury I like to enjoy regularly without going overboard, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that looks quite interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to make it a bit smaller horizontally to make it a bit more even, but it looks quite nice. But yeah, I live in a rich area. The temperatures are a lot better out here than there are out west. I can't live in the minus degrees, or I can't live in the near freezing temperatures that you see in the western suburbs. It's just too cold for my body, and it gets too hot as well, and I can't afford. The thing is, I can't afford air conditioning and heating, and that it's a luxury. I consider heating and air conditioning a real luxury. The electricity's too expensive. The power companies are just too fucking greedy. So my power bill keeps inching it's not just inching its way up. My power bill just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up, and I just can't seem to stop it. Even when I try to ration my hot water use, I still find I'm going up and up and up. It's really pathetic, and this is not the future I used to dream about for Australia. Well, I didn't actually think of Australia specifically, but I used to think that the year 2000 was the year of the future, like everything would be high-tech and streamlined and clean and green and all that sort of shit. But fuck me dead, we're in the year 2018 and the fucking world has gone backwards. And people in Australia are backward thinkers now. Fuck, if only I had my own house, I'd put fucking solar panels on my fucking roof and have a Tesla battery to back it up. But I can't afford it, and I live in a housing department unit, so I don't have the option of doing that, and I don't think the roof is suitable for it. When I get married to my future husband Luigi, at least me personally, I'll be enjoying myself instead of being alone and having to deal with the upping of the power bills. And basically now I just have to hang in there and hope that my YouTube channels produce me some money, but it's not going to happen straight away. I'm going to have to upload all these videos and open them up, because I can't afford to put up with these fucking power bills going up. Fuck me dead.